Okay, now, yeah, 2135. So we have to find out the GL. 2135. Okay, now go to edit option. Now here you have to make the change. You have to make this purchase account tax relevant. कैसे होगा? Tax relevant यहाँ पर आना पड़ेगा. Tax category. Only input tax allowed and also posting without tax allowed. दोनों ही चाहिए. Create bank interest. Everything rest is fine. Save it. So control data आके मैंने tax category को mention करना पड़ा against this purchase account. Now it will become tax relevant. Yeah. Now you enter. Okay. Now let us simulate and check. No. So you have to make it tax relevant. /NFB60. Again you have to check the vendor. Test vendor 4. Okay. Invoice date F4, F2. Calculate tax. Input state GST, central GST. Vendor invoice posting. Now we have the GL which is relevant to tax now. So relevant to tax. Suppose you are posting 1 lakh. Don't put anything here at the moment, huh? Initially. Now let's move on. Tax code has been selected automatically. Value date F4, F2, and cost center. Okay, now enter. Now what did you see? That the calculation is 12% GST, right? So it is giving red error. Okay, red error because I have to put the amount there. Exact amount I have to put here. So 1,12,000. 1, 2, 3. Enter. Then this will become green. This will become green. Okay. And then you simulate. Now you can see tax part has been calculated, but there is error. There is error. So where is the error? Click on the error log. You will find that error in item number 3 and item 4. Line item. So go to line item 3. Value date is missing. F4, F2. Come out. And same for F4, F4, F2. F2. Enter. And come out. And you post it. So now it is posted. This is clear. We can move to, we can move the withholding tax now. Okay.
Yes.
Now for withholding tax, just a second. Do we have anything here? Yeah, we have something here. How to calculate the TDS. These are the first steps, the basic settings first. In the basic settings, you have to first mention the withholding tax countries. You have to create your own or continue with SAP defined one, the first one. Okay. /N SPRO. Financial accounting, global settings, withholding tax. You have to select extended withholding tax, remember. Go to basic settings and here are the options. Okay, here are the options what you see here. Check withholding tax countries. This is the first one. Anything withholding tax countries? No. So go to India. Okay, in India you have to check all this one by one. Anything? Nothing. Assign factory, assign factory, assign, yeah. Anyway, India is already there, so you don't have to do anything. It's already been there. Okay. Now we have to create keys, withholding tax keys. Okay, define withholding tax keys. So you will find here, define withholding tax keys. This is check withholding countries and region. It's already there. You don't have to do anything. India is already present here. Okay. You cannot create two India. You can create, but it will create here a lot of problems. Okay. Or if you want, you can create your own. Let me see if we have anything. India. All confusion have been created. So many withholding tax have been created. Okay, we'll create one. IN. One second. Let's see what they are doing it. Let's see, India, 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 India. Go to India. Okay. Okay, so we'll go to new entries. You can create one. IN. Okay. Here you can give anything like XX you can give. You can make it TDS. TDS for company code 3501, and to be more precise we add batch file B5. Okay, we can make this B5 also, so easy to identify B5, and then you enter it and then we save it. Okay, tax configuration. These are the first. Next is define tax keys. I'll follow exactly that I have created. Okay, there are tax keys 194. These are all government tax codes. 194C for payment to contractors, payment for rent and land, all these things. You can check the Google, you will get it. So payment to contractors we will take. So define withholding tax keys. If you come here and if we enter India, you will also already find here 194C is already available. Tax keys are already available. So no need to create anything because it is already under section 194C for payment to contractors. You can take insurance commission, whatever you want. So we'll work with 194C. No need to create anything. If there is a new tax code, then you click new entries and you create it. There is nothing at the back end, so don't need to worry. 194C is our tax codes. Then what is the next step? The next step is define reason for exemption, if there is any exemption reason, because lot of people are exempted from tax deduction, and so this is normally happen when you pay to the consultants, right? Sometimes tax is also corrected from fees, different types of fees also, right? So if you are exempted, so you are also have to option for define reasons for exemptions. India, continue. So you can find lot of exemption reasons have been created. So we can also create one. Click on new entries, exemption reason B5, batch 5, we can make it B5, exempted from TDS. Okay, TDS, and we saved it. Okay, now we have the defined business places. Because tax TDS, you can have a different TDS number for different places also. So we need to define the business place also. If you go to here you have to mention the business places. These are on the basic data. These are on the business places. Remember when you are doing the vendor configuration /nfb60, when you are doing the vendor posting, you will find here these are the business places and sections. These will be come into use when you will be doing the TDS, business place and sections, right? So where we are, this is not required. Okay, we are here. So first we have to mention the defined business places. I have mentioned in the study material step by step. Number 4 will be for defined business places. So let us go to business places. So system will ask for 3501. 3501 is the company code. So if you come here, you already said 2 business places is already there. One is Chennai and what is Chennai factory and a Hyderabad factory. If you want, you can create another one. If you go to new entries, you can check here. So what are the other codes you have taken? HYDB Chennai. So we can take like this. New entries. We can take one. PUNE. Pune we can take. Pune factory. PUNE. Pune factory. Factory 3501. We can have clear like this. Rest are not required. Only this is enough. You have to give the address. Pune factory. Pune factory of 3501. Pune, PUNE, Pune Road. Number, then postal code you can give 8001. Pune. And where is Pune? In which state? Maharashtra? Pune is in Maharashtra. Okay. Now
yes,
continue. And now we have the business place. If you come out, define business place 3501. You can have the Pune also, business place. So this is how you create the business place. This is must, you have to do it, business place. Okay, next is define sections. This is point number 5. In case you are in case you are having different TAN for different location. If you are having TAN for deduction of like deduction of income tax is PAN, deduction of consultancy fee or it's TAN. So if you have different TAN number for different place, then you have to create different business place. So I have written here, in case you have different TAN for different location. Same case, in case you are having different TAN for different location, then you have to mention the defined sections. Okay, define section codes. So go back. So here you will find define section codes for withholding tax. So you can see here define transaction codes, right? Okay, so you can make it here new entries. You can make Pune, PUN, and then you can mention here Pune factory 3501 and the business place in short is PUNE, Pune. Enter. Again it will ask for address and all. You can give here Pune factory of 3501, right here Pune Road. All these address should be, you should give a proper one. Okay, remember, because it's related to TAN and all those things. ठीक से देना होगा. And Pune is in Maharashtra. Pune is in Maharashtra. Continue. And we can save it. Okay, so now you will find the section codes are there ready. Okay, so you have the section codes now. What is the next step? Next is section code 10 and CIT addressing mapping. Okay, this has to be mapped. Okay, section code 10 and CIT. So 1 minute, this one. If you want to know what is this, you can read this document. Okay, short text, you can see 10. Okay, tax deduction account number or TDS, withholding tax certificate, all these things are there. So you click here and you can see here you have to mention the TAN. So see, for either Chennai and Hyderabad, and giving the TAN number, right? So this is TAN number, you have to give the exact one, combination of TAN and all those things. So here I'll give a fictitious one. New entries, company code 3501. Okay, section code PUN, and you give the TAN number. So you have to give something fictitious, 99887766. Okay, and then you save it. Again, it will ask for all the address and details. So Pune factory T501, PUNE, Pune Road. Okay, and here you have to enter which is called Pune, and this is Maharashtra. Continue, save it. Okay, so all these we have been doing under this one, basic settings. Now we have to come to calculation, the calculation part. Let's come out of this. Is this saved? Yeah, this is saved. Okay, these are under basic settings we have done with. Now we will close this one and we will enter the calculation part now. Okay, in the calculation part we have to mention this way. First is withholding tax type for invoice posting. Okay, for invoice posting, remember. Okay, so what we will do here, withholding tax type, withholding tax type for invoice posting, this one first. Click here, country IN. Now you can copy from existing one. We already have one. I'll show you. Anything there? Yeah, W1 you can, this one you can take, W1. Okay, in the back end you will find all these configurations in the back end. So what you have to do, select it, copy it, and change it to something called D1. So country IN D1, this is withholding tax type, we have nothing to do with. You have to mention here payment to contractors for invoice, B5. Is it taking B5? Payment to, or we make it short, pay to contractors for invoice for B5, batch 5. Okay, then withholding tax, rounding up, fractions, gross amount, post withholding tax amount, no accumulation, control with base manual, all these things needs to be selected. Tax code level, whatever is given is the standard one that you need to save. You will also find in your server also, and then enter. Tax type already defined. Okay, no problem. Enter. So let me say check what D1 has been saved. Yeah, this is our batch 5 D1. Withholding tax type for invoice posting. This one, invoice posting. This study material you will get, whatever you have to select, it is given here. You can have to do exactly the same way. Next is define withholding tax for payment posting. That was invoice posting. This one is the payment posting. Okay, go to the screen, come out from here. For payment posting, click here. Country will come, continue. So here you will find W2. Most probably I have created W2. Yeah, this one. That is for invoice. This is for payment. So select it, copy it. We'll change it to D2. D2. This is 79. 90. This is payment. That was invoice. Pay to contractor for payment. B5, batch 5. All are same. You just have to follow my study material and you will be able to do whatever is given. Exactly you have to do that. And then enter. Okay, another already existing, so it will not allow you with this one. So I can make it. Let's see, DX. Yeah, DX has been taken. Enter. Okay, and save it. Okay, so D1 is for invoice posting and DX for payment posting. These two are the configurations. Both are for contractors. Next is define exchange rate type for withholding posting. Normally it is I have given the red remarks here. Normally it is left blank since system will calculate on the basis of M. If there is any other exchange rate, then we have to enter it. We take the M means average exchange rate. So average exchange rate. So what we have to do? We have to mention exchange rate type. You can keep it blank, but if you have any other than M, then you have to configure this. So here it is. Define exchange rate type for, select here, country. Okay, now you have to select here. First one is D1. So you can keep it blank, not required. And another one is DX. B5 batch, it's not required. If you click here, you are able to see the tax. M is standard translation, average rate. B is bank selling rate. G is bank buying rate. So when you go for foreign exchange, bank is buying, bank is selling. On that price, it will be calculated. Otherwise, M is a standard one. So if it is standard one, don't need to do anything. Keep it blank. So this part is point number 10. Okay, now here we have to mention define withholding tax codes. Here we mention the percentage of tax deduction. In this configuration number 10, we will mention how much tax we are going to deduct, right? So let us go and check here. Define tax withholding codes. So let us go there. Assign company codes. Define tax withholding codes. Tax type. Yeah. Tax. Define withholding tax codes. Click here. Country IN will always come. Enter. Okay. Now here you have to mention all these things. So if you go to W1, the reference one, if you go W1 here, You can see all this. In the back end, you will see all these things. So here, what is our D1? D1 is not available. So what we'll do? Go to position, W1, enter, select it. Okay, for invoice. This is for the invoice. Copy it and name it as D1. Okay, so before that we have to create that tax, withholding tax code. 1 minute. Okay, no, this is wrong. We have to delete this first. Save it. New entries. Okay. New entries. Tax type is D1. Tax code is D1. Same. You keep it same. Payment to contractors. TDS on contractors. B5. Offsetting key. Offsetting key will be payment to contractors, 194C. Okay, now here you have to mention the tax. How much tax you will be? Say suppose 10%. Okay, base amount. Enter. Okay. Posting indicator. Yeah, it should be this one. Okay. Huh. Save it. Now let us check with the standard one, W1. You will always follow the standard one, W1. Double click. We have taken 1. We have taken 100%, not 10%. Here it will be 100%. Subject to tax will be 100%. Full amount, and the rate will be 10%. So there is we have to make a change over here. So for our D1, okay, it will be, tax will be on 100% and rate will be 10%. If you want that 50% to be tax will be on 50% of the full amount, then it will be 50% here. And this is okay, fine. Now save it. Okay. W1, enter. Okay. Now same thing for the payment also. So what we'll do? Click on new entries, DX. TDS on contractors payment. That was invoice, this is payment. TDS on contractor payment. 3501 company code and batch 5. Here you have to select the tax key. Under which section? We are doing it under section 194C. 100%, 10%, posting indicator 1, and we save it. Okay, so this is how we created the what is called the withholding tax codes. Okay, this is for the payment, one for the payment and one for the invoice that we have done, and then we have saved it. Now recipient type. What will be the recipient type? It can be a company, it can be other than company, it can be a partnership firm, it can be an individual also. So next one will be the recipient type. So how we'll do the recipient type? Here it is. What it is, the recipient type, withholding tax. Under company code, posting. What is the path that we did here? Okay, under basic settings. Under basic settings, we'll go to this is the recipient type. Now again IN will come, recipient type. So what is the withholding tax type? What we have done here is W1. So click on new entries. Tax type will be, let's check whether it is showing or not. D1. Recipient type will be what it is showing here in the revert to cancel, yes. Other old company, OT, other than company. Okay, go to new entries. Here we'll give D1. CO. CO means company, and OT is other than company. D1. Company. B5, and this will be other than company. Other than company. B5. Enter. B5. Okay, and already exists with the same key. Is it there? Let's see. Oh, it is already there. D1 is already there. DX. Let's see DX. DX. No, DX is not there. So if you click on new entries, you can take DX company and DX other than company, OT. Company B5, and this one is other than company. Let's see. So it has taken it, save it. So D1 is already there, so it did not configure. DX has been taken. So one is company, one is other than company. If it is a company, public limited, private limited, or if it is a proprietorship, Hindu, undivided family, all these things will come other than company. Okay. So these are the recipient types. Configuration number 13. In configuration number 13, we assign the withholding tax type to company code. So long we have been configuring, but we are not assigning with the company code. Now we are have to assign with the company code. Then only system will come to know. Okay, so it will be under company code setting. So go back. This is done. Come out. Okay, now close this. Will come under company code. Assigned withholding tax types with company code. Click here. So this is the screen. Go to new entries. So what is your company code? Company code is 3501. What is the tax type? D1. Okay, enter, save it. Okay, you have to give the recipient type. Okay, company, enter, save it, come out. Okay, D1 has been given. Now you go to position, check where DX is there. No, company code 351 will be there. DX I don't think. New entries, company code 3501, and then you take DX. This is for payment, and recipient type is company, and you save it. If there is other than company, then you have to select other than company, otherwise not required. In big companies, normally there is no other than company, normally companies are available there. So now we have assigned a withholding tax types with the company code. Okay, next is activate. You have to activate the withholding tax. Here you need to mention in which company code the withholding tax is applicable. Here you have to mention that. So activate withholding tax. Go to the screen. Here it is, activate withholding tax. So this is very important configuration, because there are certain countries where this extended withholding tax or TDS is not applicable. So if that company code falls in that country, then it will not, you no need to activate it. Here it is already activated because I am taking class for other also, so it is already activated. If you create the company code, you have to activate it by clicking on the link, select it, and then you save it. So this was about the extended withholding tax. Next is define accounts for withholding tax to be paid over. Okay, define accounts for withholding tax to be paid over. What does this mean? It means you have two types of, one is tax TDS payable, one is TDS for the vendor. In case of vendor, it is TDS payable, right? You have to pay, you have to deduct, and you have to pay to the vendor, I mean to the government. So what will be the transactions? You have to create two GLs for this TDS payable. Okay, so where these two GL will go for TDS payable? In which books of accounts? Can anybody tell me? TDS payable. Huh?
Liability account.
Yeah, I'm showing it in a liability. So TDS, one is TDS payable. TDS payable is a liability, right? So you have to create TDS payable account. So open a screen, /NSPRO. Go to reference and /NFS00. This is the company code. It's a liability. Check here about the TDS payable. Accounts payable is here. Let's see TDS payable. You can check here. TDS payable. You can see here how the TDS payable has been calculated. So what we will do, we'll select it and we'll copy and create 1030. So we can take 1031. So 1031. TDS payable batch 5, B5. B5. TDS payable B5. Rest all same. INR. Remember, open item management will come. Okay, short key, create bank interest G001, post automatically only, and in the keyword you enter B5, batch 5, and then you save it. So TDS payable account has been created, that is 1031. Okay, now we have to tell the system about this. Okay, so define accounts for withholding tax to be paid over. Okay, let us go to the system. No, not here, we'll have to go to the different screen. Defined accounts for withholding tax to be paid over. It is under posting, remember. Okay, click here, company code. Now here you have to mention your withholding, extended withholding tax under chart of accounts. What is our withholding tax? This is withholding grouping or tax type. So our tax type was D1. D1. This is tax code. So our tax code is also, we have kept it same to remember, D1. And now debit. Which account we are going to debit? B5. This one. Debit and credit. B5. This one. Okay, now save it. So we have configured 15 steps. Okay, now if you need to mention which year your excise year will start, you can do that. In our case, either first month will April, you have to mention that, specify excise year. So you have to go to Logistics General, Tax on Goods Movement India, and Basic Settings. Okay, you have to go to a different module, Logistics General. Okay, so let us go back. All this part is complete. We'll close now here. Okay, now go to Logistics General. Logistics General. Okay, for Logistics General you have to come to, which is called where it is, my matter, basic data, till match, products, where it is, পার্টটা কি ছিল, tax on goods movement, general tax on goods movement. Yeah, tax on goods movement. Then you have to select your country, India. Okay, go to basic settings. Okay, and here you will find the excise related things. You can find here, maintain company code settings. Okay, you can give all these registration numbers and all these things you can give, or you can give the maintain company code settings. Here it is very important. Here you have to mention from which month you are going to start. So here we have mentioned, here we have starting from 3501, 4th of April. Okay, and this is the month 4, April. Okay, and if you move to the next one, you can see FIFO, first in first out. Okay, you can see first in first out. The tax will be on that basis, first in and first out. Don't make any changes here. This is very critical part. So if you make any changes, but find it out that it is mentioned here. Okay. So this is about the TDS configuration. Okay, but this is not over. After the TDS, you have to also mention the vendor about your TDS part. You have to mention the vendor about your TDS part. Okay, this TDS part is very important because we have mentioned that here also. Okay, clear on this? So if we go to our vendor /n BP, enter, and are using the vendor that is 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7, but using this vendor, test vendor, and if we change it to FI vendor, is it showing? No. Yeah, FLBN standard FI vendor, and then we enter. Okay, so you can see here, if you go to company code, you can see here withholding tax option is coming here. You click here. Okay, you go down, you will not be able to see anything here. I don't think it is vendor, it has been added. So it will be like this here. Under company code, vendor withholding tax tab. Okay, so under company code, vendor withholding tax code, here you have to make the entries here. See, tax type, tax code, here you have to mention recipient type, tax ID, identification, exemption number, anything, all the same. What is our tax type? Our tax type is, what is our tax type? It is, I think it is D1. No, D1. D1. Yeah, D1. Tax type is D1. Withholding tax code is also D1. Okay. Subject to withholding tax, recipient type, company. Okay. Enter. Okay. Then we have DX also. DX also. And subject to withholding tax, CO. Enter. You can give your tax identification number, all this. Remember, you have to give this. Otherwise, vendor will not be able to calculate the tax. Save it. So the vendor has been taken. Vendor payment transactions. Also you can see here. Anything withholding tax related? No. Tax status. Okay. That's it. Now you save it. So now you can see how the vendor tax has been, withholding tax has been, we have been, how we mentioned in the vendor. Is it clear now? কিভাবে ট্যাক্স উইথহোল্ডিং ট্যাক্সটাকে ভেন্ডারের সাথে ট্যাগ করতে হয়? বুঝতে পেরেছো? सबको समझ में आया?
Yes.
आपको करना पड़ेगा, practice, only practice. GST is easy, withholding tax is little bit tough. So you have to follow. Now if you go to FB60, So we have done with this. Let's see. /n fb60 for vendor posting. I think we have to create another vendor anyway. দেখি এই ভেন্ডারটা দিয়ে আমি করতে পারি কিনা, দেখাতে পারি কিনা withholding tax. Let us go to test vendor 4. Let us go to test vendor 4, where it is. Yeah, test vendor 4. Okay. Invoice date F4, F2, enter. Okay. Now here you have to select the section. কি সেকশন নেব? পুনে। দেখি পুনে দেয় কিনা, পুনেতে ট্যাক্সটা, পুনে দেখি, এন্টার। withholding tax আসেনি, ডিটেলস, পেমেন্ট, ওকে। এখানে জিএসটিটা চলে আসছে। জিএসটি ইউ শুড নট টেক, রিমুভ দিস ট্যাক্স পার দেয়ার। এখানে আমি পার্টনার, ইনভয়েস ভেরিফিকেশন নাম্বার পুনে দিয়ে দিয়েছি আমি এখানে। আর পারচেস অ্যাকাউন্ট, পারচেস অ্যাকাউন্ট কোথায় আছে? পারচেস অ্যাকাউন্ট যেটা আমরা ক্রিয়েট করেছি B5, যদি 1 লাখ করি আমি, 1 লাখ, ওকে। এবার এখানে হবে ট্যাক্স টাইপ, ট্যাক্স টাইপ অন্য আসছে, F4, F2, vendor invoice posting, cost center, Hyderabad. Okay, 1 lakh, withholding tax, ট্যাক্সটাকে এ করছে না, এক্সট্রাক্ট করছে না। ওকে, ট্যাক্স অ্যামাউন্ট স্প্লিট, ট্যাক্সটা তো চলে আসা উচিত। দেখি বেসিক ডেটা, বেসিক ডেটা, পেমেন্ট বেসলাইন। আচ্ছা, প্লেস অফ সাপ্লাই, প্লেস অফ সাপ্লাই নিয়েছে। ওকে, withholding ট্যাক্সটা এখনো নেয়নি। is relevant product, please check tax codes. Okay, without tax তো আমি নিয়ে দিয়ে দিয়েছি, without tax codes. Okay, details, এই ট্যাক্সটা কি আছে দেখি, details, payment. Okay, step payment, free for payment, basic data হতে পারে, basic data. Let's check another one, Hyderabad টা নিয়ে দেখি। If we take Hyderabad, because we are taking cost center Hyderabad, let's see Hyderabad. Now let's check withholding tax. withholding taxটা নেয়নি। ওকে, তাহলে আমার কি করতে হবে? হায়দ্রাবাদের বিজনেস প্লেসটাতেই নিয়েছে। posting date vendor tax code কি আসছে ভেন্ডারে ঠিক করে দিয়েছিলাম তো ভেন্ডার ইউ গেট withholding tax ঠিকই তো দিয়েছিলাম amounts withholding details basic data payment নিয়ে নিয়েছে অ্যামাউন্টটা আচ্ছা এখানে 1 লাখ দিয়ে দেখি 1 let's see আসছে কিন্তু নিচ্ছে না অ্যামাউন্টটা balance is different payment has been taken basic data না এটা তো আসবেই না place of supply Maharashtra আচ্ছা তাহলে অন্য কোনো ভেন্ডার আছে কিনা দেখি অন্য কোনো ভেন্ডার দেখি আমি /n fb60 আচ্ছা ডোনাল্ড ট্রাম্প দেখি ডোনাল্ড ট্রাম্পে কি আছে কন্ট্রোল সি ডোনাল্ড ট্রাম্প সিস্টেম /n vp okay Donald Trump control V enter Donald Trump আচ্ছা কোনো ট্যাক্স আইডি নাম্বার আমি কিছু দিইনি না ট্যাক্স আইডি নাম্বার কি ছিল ওনারা ট্যান নাম্বার দিয়েছিলাম না মনে নেই কারো ট্যান নাম্বার কি দিয়েছিলাম payment transactions address ট্যান নাম্বার কি দিয়েছিলাম আচ্ছা আমি যদি ডোনাল্ড ট্রাম্পকে নিই তাহলে কি হয় দেখি হচ্ছে কিনা পেমেন্ট এই ভেন্ডারটা তাকে যদি নিয়ে আমি যদি দেখি হায়দ্রাবাদ, এন্টার। আচ্ছা, ইনভয়েস ডেট F4 F2, ডোনাল্ড ট্রাম্প এসে গেছে। TDS ক্যালকুলেট করেনি, ওকে। ডিটেলস, okay, GL number is purchase account, কি পারচেস অ্যাকাউন্ট এখানে আছে দেখি। পারচেস অ্যাকাউন্ট B5 1 lakh, আচ্ছা। কস্ট অ্যাকাউন্টিং ক্যাটাগরি, এখানে TDS এর কি আসছে না, GST দেখাচ্ছে। F4 F2, vendor invoice posting, cost সেন্টারটা হায়দ্রাবাদই নিতে হবে। ওকে, বেসিক ডেটা 1 lakh, withholding tax, দেখো এখানে withholding ট্যাক্সটা নিয়েছে, ঠিক আছে, দেখতে পাচ্ছ? হ্যালো,
দেখতে পাচ্ছি।
তাহলে ওখানে আমার কিছু চেঞ্জেস কিছু করতে হবে, করলে এটা হয়ে যাবে। তোমার এরকম আসবে 1 লাখ দিলে উইথহোল্ডিং ট্যাক্স। এবার তুমি যদি তোমার এখানেও ওই রকম ট্যাক্স আমার কোড চলে আসবে, কিন্তু এখানে আমার ট্যাক্স কোড দেখাচ্ছে না, D1 দেখাচ্ছে। এখানে আমাকে ঠিক করতে হবে ওটা, ঠিক আছে। আজকে আপাতত অন্য ভেন্ডার দিয়ে আমি দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছি, অন্য কোড দিয়ে, পরের দিন তোমাদের এটাকেই দেখাবো আবার। এটাকে যদি সার্মুলেট করবে, দেখো TDS টা এসে গেছে 1 লাখের উপর 10% TDS। এখানে কি বলছে, এরর লগে ক্লিক করে কিছুই না, আইটেম নাম্বার 3 টা এরর এসেছে। তোমাদের এরম আসবে, এখানে ক্লিক করে দাও, গিয়ে এখানে আইটেম নাম্বার 3 তে গিয়ে ভ্যালু ডেটটা দিতে হবে, F4 F2, ঠিক আছে। দিয়ে আমি সেভ করলাম, কন্টিনিউ, বেরিয়ে যাও। এবার তুমি পোস্ট করো, ডকুমেন্ট পোস্টেড হয়ে গেছে। এবার if you go to fb03/n fb03, এটাকে দিলে তুমি দেখতে পাবে কি এন্ট্রি করেছো, ঠিক আছে, GST। এবার আমার প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে, আমার ওখানে আসছে না, তার কারণ হচ্ছে, আমি দেখি একবার লাস্ট এটা দেখে নিই, দিয়ে তাহলে আজকে ক্লোজ করে দেবো, ক্লোজ ফর টুডে। নেক্সট দিনে ওটা আমি ধরবো আবার। লেটস গো টু ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল অ্যাকাউন্টিং, then you go to global settings, withholding tax, extended withholding tax, basic settings, India। এইখানে এই যে আমি ট্যাক্স কোডটা মেনশন করেছি, এই যে পুনে 10 নাম্বার, কন্ট্রোল সি, লেটস সি এর ব্যাক এন্ডে কিছু আছে 99876, কপি করি, করে ওই ভেন্ডারটাতে দিয়ে দেখি /nbt। তোমাদের জিএলটা ঠিক আছে, জিএল নিয়ে কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, জিএলটা ঠিকই আছে, প্রবলেমটা হচ্ছে ভেন্ডারে। 4 5 6 7 7, আমি যদি ভেন্ডারে যাই, গিয়ে কোম্পানি কোড ডেটা, ভেন্ডার উইথহোল্ডিং ট্যাক্সে যাই, গিয়ে আমি এটা কি ট্যাক্স আইডি মনে হয়, ঠিক আছে। দিয়ে যদি আমি এটা সেভ করি, ঠিক আছে, সেভ করলাম, ট্যাক্স আইডিটা দিলাম। আচ্ছা, ওখানে ডোনাল্ড ট্রাম্পের একটাই ছিল, ডিএক্সটাকে সরিয়ে দিয়ে দেখি, ডিএক্সটাকে সরিয়ে দিয়ে এটাকে সরিয়ে দাও, দিয়ে সেভ করো। Entry CO does not exist in this. রিসিপিয়েন্ট টাইপে D1টা নেই, যার জন্য মনে হয় এররটা দিচ্ছে। ঠিক আছে, গো, লেটস গো, লেটস নো, এটা নয়, লেটস গো, লেটস গো, 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 এটা হয়ে গেছে, দরকার নেই। /NSPRO enter reference IMG financial accounting global settings, withholding tax, extended withholding tax, basic settings, check recipient type, no, continue, exemption দরকার নেই আমার, check recipient type, continue, D1 দেখি, D1 নিয়ে গন্ডগোল আছে, কারণ D1টা অলরেডি এক্সিস্ট করছে। এই D1 is creating the problem most probably, কারণ D1টা অন্য কেউ নিয়ে নিয়েছে, সেই জন্য D1টা হচ্ছে না। তখন D1টা অলরেডি এক্সিস্ট বলছিল, সো আই থিঙ্ক D1টা দিয়ে হবে না, বাট D1 তো রয়েছে এখানে, কোম্পানি defined tax keys 194C, D1 আমাদের তো 150 ছিল না, আমাদের তো 79 ছিল। এনিওয়ে, আমাকে এই ট্যাক্স কোর্সটা চেঞ্জ করতে হবে, নেক্সট ক্লাসে আমরা এটা করব, ঠিক আছে। বোঝা, আপাতত বোঝা গেল তো কিভাবে হলো, কিভাবে হয়,
হুম,
ঠিক আছে।
মোটামুটি বোঝা গেছে।
মোটামুটি বোঝা গেছে, এটা তোমরা ছকে ফেলে করবে, এরর প্রচুর আসবে আমি জানি, এরর প্রচুর আসবে। D1টা প্রথমেই প্রবলেম ক্রিয়েট করছিল, কারণ D1টা যখনই আমি নিয়েছিলাম তখন সিস্টেম থেকে বলেছিল অলরেডি এক্সিস্টিং, তার মানে someone has taken that D1 ইউজ করেছে, আমাকে ওটাকে চেঞ্জ করতে হবে। সো in our next class we will change and then we will check with the TDS effect. Okay, কারোর কোনো questions, do you have anybody any questions to ask me? You can ask me. Anybody? No questions? Mehraj, Shahili, Anil Tiwari, Wakar, দেবপ্রিয়া, মোটামুটি বুঝতে পেরেছো টিডিএসটা কিভাবে হয়?
Yes,
হুম,
yes, sir.
ঠিক আছে, আমি মেটেরিয়ালটা পাঠিয়ে দেবো, তোমরা ভালো করে ফলো করবে, আমি এটা দেখে নেবো, D1টা চেঞ্জ করলে ওটা হয়ে যাবে। ওই ওখানে W1টা দিয়ে হচ্ছে, যখন W1টা কেউ নেয়নি, D1টা যখন আমি নিয়েছি ওখানে ওটা চেঞ্জ করে দিতে হবে, উইল চেঞ্জ ইট। ওকে, তাহলে নেক্সট কারোর যদি কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন না থাকে, যদি কোনো এরর থাকে, তোমরা এরর গুলো ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি দেবে না, খুব ডিফিকাল্ট টু সলভ। গ্রুপে ইউ উইল অলওয়েজ পোস্ট ইন এ গ্রুপ ইফ ইউ আর ফাইন্ডিং এনি এরর্স। ওকে, ঠিক আছে। সো কারোর যখন কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন নেই, আই উইল ক্লোজ ফর টুডে।
Okay.
Sir, is there is any study material notes for previous class?
প্রিভিয়াস ক্লাস নোটস আই এম নট গিভিং ইউ, নো,
No, sir.
আই উইল সেন্ড। ইনফ্যাক্ট আমি
Okay.
কাউকেই পাঠাতে পারিনি, আমার সময় হয়নি। সো আই উইল সেন্ড দ্য নোটস ফর প্রিভিয়াস ক্লাস অলসো টু অল অফ ইউ।
Okay. Thank you, sir.
ওকে,
Yes,
ঠিক
sir.
আছে। সো ওয়াচ দ্য ভিডিও, ওয়াচ দ্য স্টাডি মেটেরিয়াল। আমি ঠিক স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ করিয়ে দিয়েছি, বিকজ TDS is very little bit of complicated than GST. Okay, so see you next Sunday. Till then, bye. Okay, goodbye to all of you.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Thank you.